Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cornelius, North Carolina, just north of Charlotte, for today's live ECBL action between the Winston-Salem Wolves and the Charlotte Tribe. We're going to step aside right now for the festivities as they're going to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, everybody, we're about to get underway right now. We're introducing the starting lineups. They've just introduced the Winston-Salem Wolves and now the Charlotte Tribe. Charlotte Tribe are the home team. Charlotte 3-1 on the season, coming in off of their first loss just yesterday. So a tough back-to-back for them as they face the defending champions, primetime players out of Fort Mill, South Carolina. I am Marcus Shockley here on netcastsports.com, bringing you the action as both of these teams really strong this year. Winston-Salem actually first year in the league. Comes in 3-0. They're 2-0 at home, 1-0 on the road. Charlotte is undefeated at home as well. Their sole loss coming on the road against Primetime, as we said before. So we should be in for a good one. Both of these teams come in with a lot of experienced players, players that have played in the league. Starting for the Charlotte Tribe, you've got James Murray of note, number 0, last year's leading scorer for the team. So we should expect some up and down action, and really probably going to come down to defense today. Both teams getting set for the tip. Charlotte in the home white, of course, the Tribe. Charlotte wins the tip. Winston in the road grays. Charlotte looking to work early here. Deep outside shot, no good. Rebounded inside. Players hitting the deck, and there's a foul on the inside right away. So Charlotte getting to the line almost immediately in this one. 11:33 on the clock. 11:36 rather. Shot is good for number 23, Marquise Sims. First point of the day for this one. Second shot is also good for Sims. And now we'll see the Wolves for the first time on offense. Antonio Robinson running the point, directing traffic. Neither team has faced each other early in this year, so both teams are looking to feel each other out, figure out what's going on. Feed inside to Deontay Adams. He goes up 2 defenders there. Good rotation, but there's a foul called on number 21, Titus Parks, for Charlotte, and that will send Deontay Adams to the line. Adams, 6'8", played his college ball at Hampton University. His first year in the league, played overseas. First shot no good for Adams. Second shot coming for Adams. Bounces around, no good. Rebounded by Sims and then kicked out to Murray. James Murray, a deadly scorer for the outside and inside, can really beat you in a lot of different ways. Charlotte will have to contend with him today. Deep outside shot, no good. Battle for the boards. Nobody boxing out for Winston-Salem. Charlotte getting there quicker. Still ball bouncing around right now. You have to say that Charlotte getting to the ball inside, getting those offensive rebounds that are so valuable. But a 2-0 lead now for Charlotte. Feed inside to Zalinor Banks, and he's good, and that puts Charlotte on the board for his first shot and first bucket of the day. Tie ball game. Kadir Fulcher's going to just let it go over the baseline. Feed inside, too far out of the reach of Banks, corralled by Sims, and now James Murray's going to bring it back up for Charlotte, looking to set up in the half-court offense. Steal on the outside. Fulcher had a hard time corralling it. That allows Charlotte to get back. Fulcher drives the baseline, finds Antonio Robinson deep on the outside, barely tippy-toeing, staying inside. Ball no good. Rebounded by Adams. Now down from Fulcher to Robinson. Robinson, second shot, same spot, no good. Rebounded by Charlotte. Now they're going the other way. Murray, he can hit from outside there. Feeds it inside, almost lost, but corralled deep outside shot. Good for number 5, DeAndre Gandy. And that's his first three, and the first three of the day for either team. 5-2 now in favor of Charlotte. Feed inside, no good. Taken away by Adams. But just Charlotte getting to the ball a little quicker there. Just the tenacity of Charlotte paying off there. Feed inside. Drive, no good. Rebounded by Adams. He's going to keep it. He's looking ahead. He wants to kick it outside. There's Fulcher. Fulcher left all alone. Murray tries to close. Fulcher makes him pay. 3 outside. Kadir Fulcher. Now Tyrone Sheffel running the point. One of the good things about this Charlotte squad is they have a lot of guards, a lot of guys that can play multiple positions. Drive. Good rotation by the Wolves. Feed outside to Murray. Murray can hit that, and he drains it with a hand in his face. James Murray with a 3. And no foul call on the inside there, but kick ahead to Murray. Murray goes up for it, and scoop shot, no good. Wolves dodged a bullet there, but they're sort of in a scramble now. Stolen by Antonio Robinson. Feed up to Fulcher. Fulcher, and he's going to be knocked to the floor and get the foul. That foul going to send Fulcher to the line. And I do apologize. I believe we've lost our on-screen scoreboard. We'll work to get that back in just a moment. But it is 8-5 in favor of Charlotte with 8:23 left on the clock. Shot by Fulcher is good. So Fulcher with an early 4 points on the day. Leading scorer in this one. Second shot from Fulcher is true. 8-7 now in favor of Charlotte. Looking to set up in their half court. One of the good things again about Charlotte with all these guards, they can run a half court set very effectively. Deep outside shot. Good shot. Lands for Tyrone Sheffel. And that's another 3. The 3 falling early for the Charlotte Tribe. Robinson finds Fulcher. Fulcher uncovered for a moment. Pass was too hot for Adams, but ends up in the hands of Antonio Robinson, and he gets his first bucket. Antonio Robinson, an extremely efficient player. Antonio Robinson now bringing the ball up. Inside, good. And Charlotte takes their first lead of the game, 11-10. LaPriest Lynch now in the game. LaPriest has actually been starting. He gets called for the foul. He's been starting, coming back off of injury last week. James Murray now running the point, being guarded by LaPriest Lynch. Lynch actually a rookie in the league. They're going to call a foul inside on LaPriest. Is that 2 on LaPriest early? They're going to have to send in a replacement for LaPriest in just a minute. See TJ Fullwood going to the bench. Ball rimmed out, no good. Tapped out by Zalinor Banks, but corralled by Murray. Murray looking deep shot by Murray, no good. Ball up in the air, still rebounded by Charlotte. Charlotte just getting those rebounds, even on the offensive end. Our scoreboard is still not correct, folks. We're working on that. 11-10 in favor of the Wolves. 6:37 left on the clock. So once again, Robinson bringing it up. Robinson, one of the premier players in this league. And we've got a foul. And I believe we've got a technical foul on the bench of the Winston-Salem Wolves. And it's going to be on LaPriest Lynch. Lynch not making a good impact early in this one. And Coach David Solomon is sending him farther down the bench away from the referee. That is going to send 1 point for DeAndre Gandy his way with the technical foul shot. And the Wolves to inbound. Antonio Robinson, the floor general for this Wolf squad, directing traffic. Adams over to Robinson now. Fullwood inside to Banks on the post. Banks has got a deadly mid-range game. Good defense on him, but he closes anyway. And Banks with his second bucket. Winston-Salem up by 2 now. There's Banks. Banks has had some success outside the three-point line this year, but it isn't primarily one of his go-to shots. There's Adams on the baseline. He gets caught in trouble. Goes behind his back to Robinson. Robinson up, no good. Almost gets it to go, rebounded by Bernard Sullivan, and that's going to be a cheap foul on Antonio Robinson as he swiped down at the ball, and that's going to send Sullivan to the line. Bernard Sullivan, formerly of UNC Charlotte, 6'8" player. Actually, he's not going to send him to the line, just going to inbound. And now here's Murray working his forward speed and quickness. And Murray's very crafty. Forward is going to need all of his athleticism to keep in front of Murray. And that shot is good by Sullivan. He immediately comes in and makes an impact. All time knotted up at 13 now. Shot is good. Wolves retake the lead. So 20-15 now. I apologize that our on-screen scoreboard isn't quite keeping up correctly. We're working to fix that. But right now, Charlotte with the 5-point lead over the visiting Winston-Salem Wolves. Inside and good for Antonio Robinson. And that cuts the lead to 3 with 4:03 left in this one. Run out for the Tribe, up and good. The Tribe built their biggest lead of the game, 8 points now, 25-17 over the Winston-Salem Wolves. Adams at the top of the key, over to Fulcher. Fulcher looking to put it on the ground, drives inside, up and good for Kadir Fulcher. Fulcher's bucket cuts the lead to 7. Six, rather. Beautiful day here in North Carolina. As Bernard Sullivan is going to go to the line for Charlotte. Sullivan has been an impact player early this season for the Tribe, and he's definitely one of the reasons for their early success. Shot for Sullivan is good. Fulcher puts it on the ground, and he's going to be fouled by Murray, I believe. Either Murray or Sims, trying to see who they're giving it to. And unfortunately, the referee is on the opposite side. Looks like it's going to be on Sims. Fulcher looking to make work inside of that defense from Charlotte. Fullwood thought about a 3. Goes inside to Ian Gregory. Gregory shot up and good. Ian Gregory, his first bucket of the day. And now James Murray running the point. Once again goes inside to Sullivan. And Sullivan gets loose inside for the big dunk. And I do apologize. Our scoreboard is completely wrong. I'm going to work on that. It's 28-21 now in favor of Charlotte. And with that bucket, it's now 30-21. So the Tribe down by 9. And we've got some sort of foul. This looks like Zalinor Banks is going to be going to the line for 2. And unfortunately, I missed. Actually, it's not Zalinor. It's Josh A. Singleton. And his first shot is good. Singleton, a good free throw shooter. Had 24 points in last week's win over the South Carolina Upstate Redhawks. A game that got away from the Redhawks quickly. Second shot off the front of the rim for Singleton, and he's unhappy with his second attempt. As you would expect, outside, Charlotte looking to build on their lead. Up by 8 now. Drive, scoop shot, blocked by Ian Gregory. Gregory with the outlet pass to Fulcher. Fulcher had to come back for it, so that allows Charlotte to come in. Fulcher just slicing through the defense, but doesn't finish. And now Murray going the other way. Murray, and he hits the deck, and I believe his foul is going to be on Fulcher. So 1:59 on the clock here. Second shot is good. We got another two-shot foul here. And that's going to send TJ Fullwood to the line. So the Charlotte Tribe can't be happy with this. Now they've got a lead, but it's no matter what they do, it seems like they're suddenly putting the Wolves on the line here with only 1:55 left here in the first period. Three-pointer is good for the Tribe, and they continue to have their hot shooting in this one. They push that lead out by 10 now, 34-24. (34-26) now. Charlotte with the lead and the ball. 1:12 left on the clock here in the first period. Both teams coming out. Charlotte with a hot shooting from deep. Blocked there by Fulcher. Corralled by Singleton. Singleton can choose to keep it. Kicks it out to Fullwood. Fullwood with a deep three-pointer off the front of the rim. Rebound no good by Singleton. He's unhappy with that. Can't find his shooting touch quite yet. And now here's James Murray bringing it back. Goes behind his back. Nice move. Nifty inside. Finds Sullivan. Sullivan's all alone. Good for Bernard Sullivan. And he's doing work in there just as we would have expected. And that pushes the lead back out to 10 with under a minute to play here. Drive by Fulcher. Goes back. Defense rotates well. No good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan driving. Kicks to the outside. Nobody there. No good. Nobody boxing out either for the Wolves. And that's good for the Tribe. And there's a hard foul. Sends him to the floor. And that's going to be called on Zalinor Banks. So 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Hard foul on the floor. David Solomon looking for some explanation on something over there. And that's going to send number 3, Bobby Scriven, to the line. Scriven's first shot is good. Second shot for Scrivens coming in. Interesting note, Scrivens actually went to and attended high school at Parkland High School in Winston-Salem and was a teammate of the point guard for the Wolves, Antonio Robinson. So they are old teammates from back in the day, as you would say. And Scrivens actually played with the Gastonia Snipers in a scrimmage against the Wolves early in the year. Inbound by Fullwood over to Singleton. Singleton directing traffic. Drives off the pick and roll. They cover the pick and roll up well. Singleton not able to finish. And that's going to do it for the first. 37-26 in favor of the Charlotte Tribe here in Cornelius, North Carolina. You're watching the ECBL on netcastsports.com. We'll be back for the second quarter in just a moment. All right, second quarter about to get underway here in Cornelius, North Carolina. Charlotte Tribe leading by 11 now, as the Winston-Salem Wolves struggled in the first half to finish near the rim, but the Charlotte Tribe made use of some big outside three-point shooting and some nice inside work by Bernard Sullivan to build this 11-point lead. But now the Wolves have it, and there is a hard foul on a screen by Zalinor Banks. And Zalinor just calmly walks to the other end, says, yeah, okay, I got him. So Winston-Salem looking to figure out what can work in stopping some of this Charlotte Tribe offense. Deep outside shot, no good. Big rebound by Robinson. Kick ahead to Singleton. Singleton might have gotten away with a carry there. Kick inside to Gregory, up to Banks. Banks, no good. Rebounded by Scriven, going the other way. Scriven stops outside the three-point line. That glances off the side of the rim. Now Singleton looking to push the ball. And that is going to stay with the Wolves, I believe. The shot is good for the Wolves. Jalen Kennedy now in the game. Jalen unable to play the last game against the Upstate Redhawks due to a scheduling conflict. Nice. Accepting the body contact and finishing is Bobby Scrivens. Keeps that Wolves lead at 39-28. Unfortunately, our scoreboard here is not matching. 42-31 now in favor of Charlotte Tribe. Jalen Kennedy finishes inside. Cuts that lead to 42-33. I think they need to update the scoreboard here. There we go. 42-33, where I think we're right now. We're trying to track the scoreboard here in the building. Shot for Scrivens. First shot up, second shot coming. Rebounded by Gregory. Kick ahead to LaPriest Lynch back in the game. Early foul trouble for Lynch, and he's off the board and good for LaPriest Lynch. Now Lynch is a bucket machine if he can get going. Deep outside shot is good for the Wolves. For the Tribe. 46-35 now. Still in favor of the Tribe. They have led most of the first and all of the second. Feedback to Gregory. Gregory battling inside. Loses the ball. Kick ahead by Sullivan. Way out in front. LaPriest Lynch looking to chase him down. Does so effectively. The Wolves not getting back effectively. Big block by Josh A. Singleton. 14.9 left on the shot clock. 9:38 left in the quarter. Wolves still down by 11. Drive, pull up. Good closeout by Singleton. Rebounded by Lynch. Lynch looking to push ahead. Lynch looking to put the ball on the floor. Ball slapped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wolves. 7.7 left on the shot clock. 17.7, sorry. Robinson under the backboard. Looking. Feeds it. There's Josh A. Singleton now. Working. Back inside to the Robinson of the post. Robinson, a big guard at 6'4", can back somebody down. Sullivan comes over to help. Outside to Adams. No good. Rebounded by LaPriest Lynch, and he's going to draw the foul. So Lynch making things happen after a shaky start. And I believe that foul is going to go against Chaz Kaysen, number 7 of the Tribe. But the Wolves have been down here for a while without getting a bucket. Still down by 11. And that, I can't see the shot clock. That did reset the shot clock. So we're at 23 and a half seconds. That shot by Adams with the reset. Now Lynch. Lynch looking to work through traffic. Draws two defenders. Kicks it back out to Jalen Kennedy. Kennedy puts it on the floor. He spin move up and no good, but he draws a foul. Good move by Jalen Kennedy. Kennedy was a late addition to the team right before the season. Did make the initial roster. First shot by Kennedy is good. Second shot, no good. So cuts the lead to 10, but here's Charlotte with a chance to extend their lead. Still lead by double digits. Drive, kick behind the back to Sullivan, but Sullivan battling inside against Adams, trying to work. Adams doing a good job keeping the body, but Sullivan with the backboard, he flexes. Here's Antonio Robinson coming the other way. Now Charlotte up by 12. (48-39) with 8:22 left for Charlotte. Charlotte in the lead, I mean. Inside to Lynch and good. And Lynch tapped the ball, and they're going to call him for a delay of game. And Josh A. Singleton is telling him, hey, enough of that. So we love your enthusiasm, and none of that. So some of the veteran players telling Lynch, we got this inside good by Charlotte, and we're back and forth here. Charlotte pushes the lead back out by 9, 50-41 now. Actually 50-44, that last bucket. Rebounded by two Wolves defenders. Jalen Kennedy kicks it outside to Singleton. Singleton now bringing back. Charlotte doing a good job getting back. Feed inside to Adams. Adams spin move, finds traffic there. Ball out of bounds off of Charlotte. Now they're going to say it went the other way, so it's going to go off of the Wolves. And now the referees are going to talk it over. And they're going to keep the call as it was. (50-44). Charlotte led by as many as 12, now leads by 6 as the Wolves have cut into that deficit. Charlotte working the ball around. Here's James Murray. Always a threat to score. Deep outside shot, no good. And there's a foul on the rebound, and I believe that is going to go against Titus Parks. And if so, that'll be at least his second foul. So the Wolves now get a chance to run their offense as Antonio Robinson and Deontay Adams talking as they come up the floor. Robinson over to Lynch. Lynch being guarded by Sheffy. Inside to Adams. They've clearly made Adams a focal point in this game, is trying to go inside to him. Adams inside, touched by Charlotte. Knocked out. It's going to stay with the Wolves. 1.7 on the clock. 1.7 on the clock, and the coach is trying to let them know you have less than 2 seconds. So the Wolves looking to get something in. Lynch up, and there's going to be a foul and a bucket. Great execution there by the Wolves. So that's going to send LaPriest Lynch to the line. I believe they're going to give him the and one opportunity here. That cuts the lead to 4 with a chance to cut it to 3, depending on how Lynch scores. Charlotte still having led throughout the second quarter. Shot no good by Lynch, and immediately draws a double team. So a full court press employed by the Wolves. Charlotte having a little bit of trouble getting it up. Looks like they might, and there's going to be a 10-second call, and the Wolves bench erupts as they feel like they did some strong defensive work right there. After the missed shot by Lynch. So the Wolves with another opportunity to cut into this lead. Still trail by 4. Lynch at the top of the key. Up over the top, and he's going to draw the foul again from outside, and I believe that's going to go against Sheffy. And I believe he's shooting 3 here. Lynch has been a good free throw shooter on the year. But now, 1 for 3 from the line. So Lynch, coming back off that back injury he sustained earlier in the season, was held out last week against SC Upstate by the team, and now returns, comes back. Big block by Deontay Adams, and that sends it out of bounds. It will stay with the Charlotte Tribe. With 24 seconds on the clock, a reset. It's 50-48. A deep outside shot. Only a 2. 52-48 now. They've changed that to a 3, 53-48. I thought it was a 3. Reverse layup by Antonio Robinson cuts the lead back to 3. The Wolves now trailing by 3, 53-50, 2-0. Let's see, I think our scoreboard is wrong yet. I'm going to go after 6:01 left in this one. So I do apologize for that. Media timeout here, so we're going to work on our scoreboard. Right now it's 53-50 in favor of the Charlotte Tribe. 5:45 left to go in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. Back in action here. Kadir Fulcher of the Wolves with the ball back in the game. Inside to Adams. Adams' turn. Looked like this play didn't materialize. There's Jalen Kennedy. Jalen, a big 3 guard, small forward rather, a big 3, about 6'6", 6'7", drives, and he's going to draw the foul. So right now the Wolves really making a lot of progress by getting themselves to the line. They haven't been entirely fortunate or been able to make it pay once getting to the line. But here's here's Kadir Fulcher after another technical foul. So 5:30 left. So 53-51 with 5:30 left. Jalen Kennedy with another shot coming. And the Wolves have slowly been able to creep back into this one after trailing by 12. That second shot by Kennedy pulls the Wolves to within 1. 5:28 left here in the second quarter, I'm sorry. So now the Tribe will get themselves to the line. As DeAndre Gandy, number 5 for the Tribe, will get a chance to extend that lead. Charlotte Tribe has not trailed in the second quarter. And that will remain true as Gandy pushes the lead back out to 2, 54-52 in favor of the home Tribe. Charlotte playing their home games here in Cornelius, North Carolina. It is a beautiful area right next to Lake Norman. One of the most beautiful spots in the state of North Carolina. 55-52 now in favor of the Tribe. Antonio Robinson running the point for the Wolves. Finds a streaking Ian Gregory, an inside score assist to Antonio Robinson. Bernard Sullivan, he's been doing really good work in there, but Gregory able to defend him effectively on that pass. But Sullivan looking again into the post, looking to steal his man. And there's a kick ball by Jalen Kennedy. Shot clock at 8.5, no reset. Now it's reset to 24. They're going to run it down to 20, I think, 14. It's 4:51. Tribe leading by 1, 55-54. Inside is good. And the Tribe continue to just stay just at arm's length. Singleton to Robinson. Robinson over his back to Kennedy. Cuts the lead back to 1. Back and forth we go. Tribe still with that 1-point lead. 4:20 left in this second quarter. .414. Turnover. And now for the first time in a long time, the Wolves will have a chance to take the lead after trailing by 12 earlier in this quarter. Wolves wearing their road grays today. And as their name would indicate, call Winston-Salem their home, playing at Forsyth Country Day School. Charlotte Tribe play here in Bailey Middle School. Beautiful floor here. Singleton moving the ball, gets to the top of the key to Gregory. Gregory looked like he was looking to pass inside. Nobody was looking this time to get it to Banks. Banks with the bucket. And just like that, the Winston-Salem Wolves have clawed their way back in front, 58-57. A 1-point lead now for the Wolves. First lead they've had this entire second quarter. And it comes with 3:41 left to go. Oh, Josh A. Singleton. Josh A. Singleton gets excited after that dunk and starts talking to the crowd. You have to like it as the Wolves come storming back, now lead by 1 again as we're starting to trade leads, 60-59. 3:24 left here in the second quarter. Singleton's the line with the and one opportunity. Singleton's shot is good, and now the Wolves lead by 2. And even though that's only 2, that's actually their largest lead of the second quarter. after trailing by 12. Good pass by Murray. Murray over to Bobby Scrivens. Scrivens breaks that press pretty easily. Good heady play by Murray and Scrivens. Deep outside shot, no good by Scrivens. Tapped around, ends up in the hands of LaPriest Lynch. Lynch to the outside. There's Singleton. Singleton backs up, and no good. Battled around, ultimately ends up with Charlotte. Run out. There's Sullivan. Sullivan with the jam on the other end. So we're all knotted up at 61 now. $61 all. 2:49 left in this second quarter. Gregory over to Singleton. Singleton time to Banks. Banks. Sullivan came in and looked like he was going to swat it. Banks just footed it over the top of him. He pointed to somebody in the crowd. Looked like a friendly face up there. Scrivens behind his back. Nice move to get away from Lynch. Lynch recovered a bit. Scrivens decided to give it up. Rebound by Lynch, and he's going to be fouled on the rebound, and I believe that foul is going to go against Jalen Connor. One of the interesting things about the ECBL, that's actually one of the things I love about it, is a lot of the players do know each other, and they play against each other even in the off season. So there's a lot of friendly banter and things like that. As I mentioned, Scrivens, number 3, at the line. I mean, not at the line, but Scrivens right there next to LaPriest Lynch is from Winston-Salem. The Wolves now up by 3, 64-61. 2:18 left here in the second. Lynch's next shot battles around, no good. Rebounded by Connor. Sheffy running the point. He's being guarded by Singleton. Singleton recovers. Kick outside to Connor. He can hit that shot. Wolves dodge the bullet. He can hit that 3. You can't leave him uncovered. Here's Singleton looking, driving, going to the hoop. Singleton up. No foul call. Josh Shea was looking for it. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Wolves. So Antonio Robinson to inbound. Now, this is an interesting thing there. Antonio Robinson is the primary ball handler for the Wolves, but often does the inbound pass because of his size. Effective passer and point guard. And over the top and good, Zalinor Banks as he trots, backpedals down the floor. Banks doing work here in the second. Wolves now up by 5, 66-61. Breakout, here's Singleton, goes behind his back, pulls it up. There's Banks. Banks once again is good. Assist to Josh A. Singleton. And Banks is just, Banks is on a roll. And we go to the break. There's a timeout on the floor as they want to talk it over. The Charlotte Tribe wants to see what they can figure out. Wolves happy with the comeback. Trailing by 12 earlier in the quarter, now up by 7, 68-61 here in Cornelius, North Carolina. We're going to take a quick break as the teams are going to talk things over. I'm going to let you guys know that we've got quite a bit of action coming up from the ECBL this season. So please check out netcastsports.com and the ECBL website for information about all the teams. As I said, the Wolves, first year in the league. Several of the players had played in the league last year. Quite a few rookies on the squad. The Charlotte Tribe, this is their second year in the league. Kind of did a remaking of their roster this year, have had a lot of success. James Murray, one of their primary players last year, an excellent scorer, and he's come back this year. And definitely a guy who I think the best way to describe Murray's game is he starts off good and becomes great. He just gets better and better as the game goes on. So we'll definitely hear more from James Murray as this game goes along. Right now, Charlotte trying to find something that works. Over the top. That shot looked like it might have been tipped by Josh A. Singleton, and the putback by Connor is good. Cuts that lead to 5. Inside to Fullwood. Fullwood shot over, and that's going to be on the baseline. Ian Gregory not able to corral it before it goes out of bounds. So Charlotte with a good defensive stop. A chance to cut into that 5-point lead and stay within striking distance. Here's Murray against Fullwood. This matchup is really interesting. Fullwood, very athletic, but Murray equally as crafty and athletic. And really, the coaches know, like David Solomon and assistant coach Kevin Beard, they know playing against Murray you cannot put a player on him who's going to take any plays off because Murray will make you pay. And he's really the kind of player that even if you play what you would consider perfect defense, he still might get you. So Charlotte to inbound. Murray with the ball being matched up on Fullwood. Murray drives up and blocked. Good defensive rotation there by Ian Gregory. Even though Murray was able to get around Fullwood, and now a run out for Murray. And that's going to go to Sullivan, and Sullivan's going to be fouled by Ian Gregory. (68-63). 35 seconds left in this second quarter. Winston-Salem still holding on to the lead, but that's going to send Bernard Sullivan to the line. Sullivan's first shot coming. And that shot is up and good for Bernard Sullivan. And he's got one more coming. Sullivan was a great addition for this Charlotte Tribe roster. Definitely gives them a legitimate post presence inside. And you cannot leave him alone. He will get loose in the paint. Jalen Kennedy back in for the Wolves. Oh, out of bounds off the hands of Singleton. That's a turnover. So the Wolves lead only by 3. And Charlotte looking to cut into that right here before the half. 25 seconds left in this second quarter. Sheffley pulling out, going against the larger Kennedy. Deep outside shot, left alone and good for Robert Brown, number 4. 68 all. Both teams. Deep outside shot by Robinson off the front of the rim. No good. And that is how we're going to go to the locker rooms, ladies and gentlemen. 68-68 here in Cornelius. We'll be back after the half. So we basically played a half and we haven't decided anything. We'll be back after the half. You're watching the ECBL here on netcastsports.com. Back in action here in Cornelius, North Carolina, here on netcastsports.com. You're watching the ECBL Winston-Salem Wolves on the road against the Charlotte Tribe. I am Marcus Shockley, and we are all knotted up at 68-68. Quick note about our scoreboard. We've worked on it during the half. Hopefully we'll have it straightened out. If not, I will just call out the score. We'll be good to go. But at any rate, not to worry. So Wolves with the ball here at the start of the third. Antonio Robinson running the point. Both teams had a lead in the second quarter. Wolves led by as many as 7. Tribe led by as many as 12. And when it was all said and done, we were right back where they started. Shot by Adams is good. That gives the lead to the Wolves, 69-68. (70-68) now in favor of the Wolves. 11:41 left here. Early in the second quarter. Third. So, Wolves lead by 2. Tribe looking to tie it up here. Murray over his back. And remember what I said about Murray. He gets stronger as the game goes on. He comes right into the third quarter with the bucket. Ties it back up at 70 all. Robinson into Adams. Adams back to Robinson. Robinson left alone. He could hit that shot. He makes them pay. Wolves back up by 3. 10:56 left here in the third. Murray now being guarded by a big. Now there's a switch, another big. Murray. And there's going to be a foul. That's going to be what you might call a clear path. David Solomon asking for an intentional foul. So 74-70 now. In favor of Winston-Salem. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Tribe. Now Banks with another rebound. Banks had a nice second quarter in that. Oh, and getting away from the defender was Deontay Adams, but unable to finish, and that was over the line. Good defensive stand by Charlotte, but not able to make it pay off as DeAndre Gandy came down with the rebound. Dodged the bullet as Adams almost had a clear shot at the basket, but Gandy stepped on the line. Now, inbounds, here's Adams being guarded by the smaller man. Over the top. All the Wolves spread out of the paint. Robinson goes to Adams on the paint. Now here's Fulcher up and no good. Battle around. Sims comes up with the rebound. and then knocked away by Adams. And he finds Robinson, and Robinson looks and gives the credit to Adams with the find. 75, actually 76 to 70 now in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves. Drive, kick out to Murray. Murray thought about a three. He could hit that one as well. That one glances off the side of the rim, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. And going back over to the Winston-Salem Wolves, up by 6, 9:22 left in this third. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and we're going to talk things over. Both teams are going to talk things over. Right now, the Wolves really had to come back in that second quarter. Trail by as many as 12, and it looked like Charlotte was getting ready to blow this game open. But the Wolves clawed their way back in mostly from the free throw line, and were able to effectively get their game going from that charity stripe and clawed their way back in it. Took the lead late in the second, and now lead by 6. 9:22 left on the clock here in the third. Once again, you're watching the ECBL here on netcastsports.com. I am Marcus Shockley here coming to you from Cornelius, North Carolina, the home court of the Charlotte Tribe. This is our second game of the year we've done of the Winston-Salem Wolves and the second of the Charlotte Tribe. Next week, we'll probably be seeing some of the South Carolina teams in the ECBL. Wolves running a set. Here's Banks on the outside, guarded by a smaller man, goes to Robinson. Looking to feed inside to Adams. Adams looking to back his smaller man down. That's Sims, and I believe Sims is going to be called for the foul. That may have actually gone against DeAndre Gandy with the hold. There's Fulcher. Fulcher driving on Sims. Fulcher up and good. Kadir Fulcher with his bucket puts the Wolves back up to now by 8. $78 to $70 now. James Murray almost made them pay at the end of the foul, at the end of the shot clock. Fulcher out to Gregory. Gregory almost unable to corral it. There's Adams. Adams backing down against Sullivan. This is a good battle. Sullivan really having a nice first half. There's a run out for Murray. Dangerous play for the Wolves. But Murray finishes over the top of the outstretched arms of Antonio Robinson. 7:34 left, 80 to 72 in favor of the Wolves. Wolves going to the line for two. 80 to 72 in favor of the Wolves. 7:29 left on the clock. Shot rolls around and is good for the Tribe. That cuts it to 6, 80-74 now. 7:19 left on the clock. Wolves looking to run, looking to push it. Here's Fulcher. 80-74 now. Wolves still in front. 6:46 left to go. And that's going to send the Wolves to the line. .641 left in this third period. Shot is good by Zalador Banks. Shot is good for, I believe that was Tyrone Sheffy. 81-76 now. Rebounded by Charlotte. They got a chance to cut into this lead. Sheffy tried to push it, got stopped in defense by Kadir Fulcher. Deep outside shot, no good. Rebounded by Adams into the hands of Lynch. Lynch looking ahead. Over to Adams. Lynch hits the deck, so Adams was trying to feed him. Fulcher left all alone. No good. Lynch with the rebound. Kept in play. Murray now ends up with it. Murray. Nice hesitation dribble. Kicks to the outside. Deep outside shot. He was barely in bounds. There's Murray. Can't let him get off a clean shot. Charlotte getting a lot of open looks at the basket. That basket looks huge right now. Another three. 81-76. 81-79. They cut it to 3. Cut it to 2. .521 left. Deep outside shot. No good. Charlotte getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They sort of made a living off of that in the first half, in the first quarter. And here in the third quarter, with under 5 to play, starting to become a factor as well. 83-79 now. Under 5 to play, 4:58. Sullivan over the top. Almost gets his own rebound. Corralled by Fulcher. Fulcher looking to push. Charlotte does a good job getting back. Fulcher driving to his left. Finds some space. Tries to feed it inside. Ends up going back to Singleton. Singleton, no good. Here's a run out for Charlotte. Charlotte stolen by Fulcher, but he's going to get called for the foul. Deep outside shot. by Jalen Connor is good from the three. That pulls the Charlotte Tribe within one. And a turnover over the baseline by Fullwood for the Wolves is going to give the ball back to Charlotte with a chance to take the lead. Charlotte has not led in the third quarter, but it did start off as a tie, 68 all. Drive and block. Ball bounced around, corralled by Lynch. Good block by Ian Gregory. Now Lynch on the break. Charlotte does a good job getting back. Kennedy over to Gregory. It finds Fulcher. Now Fulcher looking to reset. Laprice in the post. Laprice, a big guard at 6'5". He gets loose, finds Fullwood. Fullwood finds Kennedy, but it looks like he may have stepped on the line. Fullwood out. Antonio Robinson back in the lineup now. .346 left here. Sullivan at the line, a chance to tie it. Shot rolls around, no good. So Wolves clinging to that 1 point lead. 3:35 left. And Sullivan ties it. So Tribe still not able to take the lead, but they are able to force the tie once again. Inside, wild shot by Lynch. Wolves with a chance once again to take the lead here. Feed inside to Sullivan. That's a good guy to have it. Over the top, backwards dunk. Nice play by Charlotte. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Antonio Robinson. That's going to be Robert Brown was in position, took the charge, and that's going to be a turnover for the Wolves. Now trailing by 2 here. 3:12 left to go. Wolves up and good. 85 all, 2:51 left in this one. 2 shots, I believe. It's going to send the Tribe to the line. Bernard Sullivan once again. And the Tribe retakes the lead, 86-85. 2:44 left on the clock. Nobody boxes out for the Wolves. The big outside shot. Once again, Sullivan with a huge rebound and a putback. And that puts the Charlotte Tribe up by 3 now. 88-85. 2:31 left in this third quarter. Singleton to Adams. Adams way outside being guarded by Sullivan. Adams drives. Feeds inside to Lynch. Lynch tries to go over his head to Antonio Robinson, but he draws a foul. Don't believe that would be a shooting foul, but maybe we're over the limit. It looks like we are. So the Wolves now trailing by 3. Up and good by Laprice Lynch. Lynch, a rookie in the league. Finished up his career in college at Lees-McRae last year. Conference Player of the Year for Lees-McRae. Second shot by Lynch is good. Charlotte still holding on to that 1-point lead. Bobby Scribbins fell to the floor, felt like he was fouled, no call. Feed inside. Outside to Sullivan. Sullivan with a mid-range shot and good. Sullivan left all alone, makes the Wolves pay. Now here's Robinson cutting through traffic, looking to find a teammate. Nobody there. Gets it over to Adams. Adams up, under, and no good. Rebounded by Adams. He's up and one. Deontay Adams with the bucket. Cuts it to 2, and he'll go to the line trying to cut it to 1. 91-80. Well, 91-87. They're adjusting the score. 91-89. They're adjusting the score. I'm just going to go with whatever the score is at the moment, I guess. 152 left here. That much we're sure of. 152 left here in the third. And Adams' bucket cuts it to 1. 91-90, but Charlotte still with the ball. We've got a good one here in Cornelius. Deep outside shot for Sullivan. No good. Rebounded by LaPriest Lynch. Lynch looking to push the ball. Turns it over with that pass. Now we've got a 3-on-2 break. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Tribe. That shot no good. Finally, the Wolves come down with it. A kick ahead. Here's Lynch. Doesn't really have numbers. Stops and good. 3. LaPriest Lynch. Quick 3 doesn't pay off for the Tribe. Now here's Singleton, one looking to push the ball. Singleton has the ball knocked away. Corralled by Zalinor Banks. Banks shot no good, but he's fouled. He's going to the line. Zalinor Banks will have the chance to push this lead a little farther. It's actually 93-91 in favor of the Wolves. And now they've updated the scoreboard. 93-91, Wolves have clawed back in front, up by 2. Banks makes it 94-91. 107 left on the clock here in the third. This third quarter has been back and forth just the way we started. It started knotted up at 68. Wolves took the lead. Charlotte was able to claw back in front. Now Wolves have retaken the lead, 93-91, and we've still got a whole quarter to go. Scribbins running the point, going against LaPriest Lynch. Scribbins, nice stop. Able to get separation, but isn't able to finish. Now he's way under the basket, tiptoeing on the line. Battle inside. Sullivan just over everybody. Gets the bucket in, and now we're all knotted up at 93. Here's Lynch. Lynch pulling it out. He's drawing the defender. Outside to Adams. Adams thought about a 3. Goes inside to Banks. Banks not able to corral it. Now here's Sullivan. Sullivan on the move. Sullivan, he puts the Charlotte Tribe back up. 95. Actually, it's all tied up, 95-95. The scoreboard is reflecting that incorrectly. 95 all with under 10 seconds to play. No good, and that is going to do it unless this goes no good. So we're all knotted up at 95. We've played 3 now with nothing to show for it. Nothing to show for it in the sense that, like, nobody, no clear winner, nobody in the lead. Good ball game here, 95 all. Charlotte Tribe and Winston-Salem Wolves have battled themselves to dead even heat here in Cornelius, North Carolina. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. You're watching the ECBL here on Netcast Sports. Once again, I apologize for some of the scoreboard issues we've had today. So I will get you caught up to speed as best I can right now. 95-95 in favor of no one. In other words, no clear winner right now. So both coaches looking to figure out something that might work, some little tweak, something they haven't gotten working before. Winston-Salem was off yesterday. Charlotte Tribe played in Fort Mill against the primetime players, the defending champions. Suffered their first loss of the year. Winston-Salem still riding that unbeaten streak, but that we'll never know what happens today. 2 solid teams going at it here in Cornelius. We've got some discussion before we start play here. We've got some moisture on the floor. As Eleanor Bake said, hey, let's get the game going. I got to go watch Duke play. Deep outside shot, no good. Rebounded by Antonio Robinson. Look ahead pass to LaPriest. LaPriest up over the top, blocked by Sullivan. Up and no good. Battled around. Ball picked up again by LaPriest. Now Banks up over Sullivan. No good. Nobody seeming to want to keep it, and it is going to stay with the Wolves. $95-95 now. $11:31 left on the clock. $97 now in favor. $97-95 in favor of the Wolves. They're back up by 2. Shot, deep shot is good, and just like that, the home team is back up. Charlotte. And we've got a foul inside. These teams are really going at it. 98-97 in favor of Charlotte, the home team. Antonio Robinson to inbound for the Wolves. Banks decides to pull it out, gets it back up to Robinson. Robinson and Banks played together last year. Singleton, deep outside shot, no good. Hasn't found his three-point range yet today. Here's Murray, and he's going to draw the foul, but not be able to get to and one. Murray just so shifty and crafty, able to get inside and finish. That time, the Wolves lucky that Murray is just going to have to try to earn his points from the line, but he's a good free throw shooter. Looking to put the Tribe up by more. Misses his first shot, so I might have jinxed him. But he's got another one coming. Second shot, no good. So Murray comes away empty from the line. Singleton driving up, blocked, keeps it, gets it outside to Lynch. Lynch goes for the mid-range. Good. LaPriest Lynch puts the Wolves back up by 1. And we've got a foul in the backcourt. Tribe trailing now by 1. Wolves up 99-98. One of these teams is going to be the first to crack 100. It might be Charlotte right here on this possession. Deep outside shot. No good. 3 Wolves there. Antonio Robinson comes up with it. Robinson back to Lynch. Lynch almost mishandled it. Gets it inside to Banks. Banks go up over the top and uses all of the rim and drops it in. 103-98 now in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves. And they've adjusted their score. To 99. One 100 to 101 in favor of the Wolves. And now the Tribe is up. So we'll work on this, finding out what's going on here with the score. So LaPriest Lynch with the rebound. Wolves up by 103 to 102. 8:35 left here in the quarter. So even though it says 2:27 on the clock, it is actually 8:27. So Charlotte now trailing by 3, 105 to 102. Two shots for the Wolves. They lead by 3, 105 to 102. 7:58 left in the fourth. Unable to build on that lead. Still up by 3, the Wolves. $7:54 left here in the game. Knocked out. LaPriest Lynch chases it down. Wolves with a chance to build on that lead. 106 to 102 with the lead. Up and good. LaPriest Lynch. 108 to 102. Now Wolves with a 6-point lead over the Charlotte Tribe. 7:30 left in the game. So just to get you guys updated on the scoreboard, we're having trouble reading the clock. So we're just going to kill the clock. It's 7:15. I'll just update you guys. But the score now on your screen is correct. 108 to 102 in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves. Shot by Kadir Fulcher, no good. He's got another one coming. Wolves now up by 6. 7:15 left in this one. Fulcher back at the line. Second shot by Fulcher is good. That is going to increase the lead for Winston-Salem. 109 to 102. 7:09 left. Empty trip, but then turnover, and it's going to go back over to the Wolves. Tough break for the Charlotte Tribe on that one. They did a lot of good defensive work, and it didn't pay off. So now the Wolves, 6:54 left in this one. Lynch with a curl up and no good. Charlotte with a tough defensive stand. Now they got a chance. They've really got to get some buckets here. 6:37 left in this one. Over the top, deep shot, no good. Misses everything out of bounds. That's going to go back over to the Wolves. Rebound by Fulcher. Fulcher driving in traffic up and no good. Wolves not able to finish in close. Charlotte taking advantage now on the break, but no numbers. Charlotte, quick hesitation, drive inside, stolen. Actually battle for the ball on four. Charlotte comes up with it. Deep outside shot, no good. And Murray comes up with it, and he gets inside of Zelenor Banks. James Murray once again with that crafty inside move. 109 to 104 now in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves. 5:51 left in this one. Murray on the break. You know, you would say Murray doesn't have numbers, but he always seems to have numbers, even if it's 1-on-3. 111 to 104 now, still in favor of the Wolves. 5:15 left on the clock. Plenty of time for the Tribe to come back in this one. And now, Tribe finds themselves on the line. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So let's level set here. 111 to 104 in favor of Winston-Salem here in Cornelius, North Carolina. I am Marcus Shockley with Netcast Sports. You're watching the East Coast Basketball League here on Netcast Sports. I do apologize for the clock being out. The score is now correct. 5:15 left in the fourth. And we are working. See if we can't get you a time. So we're trying to come through here at the very end of the game and give you an accurate time. But you never know. The clock may matter the most at the end. We're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be back in just about 30 seconds. Charlotte Tribe at the line. Shot is good. They need that bucket. 105 to 111. They trail by 6. Still a ton of time left on the clock here for the Tribe. So they are not in any kind of dire straits right now. Second shot is good. Second of 3. And getting 3 shots on the line is a good way to get healthy really quickly here. And the third shot is also good. So the best possible outcome on that trip for Charlotte. They got 3 free throws from the line and able to cut this lead to 4. Josh A. Singleton running the point. Loses a handle momentarily. Drive goes back behind his back, almost lost it. Got a little too fancy there. And once again, this time Singleton does lose it, and there's a wide open shot by Sullivan. And LaPriest Lynch with the block gets called for the foul. That's going to send Sullivan to the line. The Priest Lynch walking down to the other side of the court. He felt like he got all ball on that one. First shot by Sullivan is good, so Charlotte quickly climbing back into this one. So we've got Antonio Robinson coming back in for LaPriest. LaPriest Lynch going to the bench. Antonio Robinson in. Feed inside to Sullivan. Tribe got a good opportunity here. Here's Sullivan. He's done a lot of good work for the Tribe in this game. Inside and no good. And they're going to call a foul, a blocking foul, much to the disbelief of the Wolves. So that lead is evaporating quickly at the free throw line for the Winston-Salem Wolves. Charlotte Tribe making a living now at the free throw line. That first shot is good for the Wolves. For the Tribe. Second shot is also good. So now the Wolves have seen their lead dwindle to just one single point. Inside, good. And just like that, the Wolves push it back out, 113 to 110. 4:23 left on the clock. Charlotte looking to work the ball around. From the elbow, Bernard Sullivan had a good look at it, no good. Zalinor Banks ends up with the rebound. He kicks it back to Antonio Robinson. Robinson, ready to the point, gets it back over to Banks. Banks, looking, inside to Robinson. Robinson looking to post up on the smaller guard, but now he's got Sullivan over there. He's getting corralled by two defenders up, and he's going to draw the foul with the shot. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We're going to figure out what is going on. So let's level set once again. 113 to 110. 3:53 left in the game. Wolves up by 3. Tribe on their home floor looking. They had it cut to 1 just a little bit ago. The Tribe did. And, just like the Wolves in the first half, the Wolves were able to cut into that lead. The Tribe had led by 12 in the first. Second quarter, I suppose, instead of a half. But they led by 12, and the Wolves were able to get themselves to the line, slowly cut into that lead, and eventually took the lead. And that's exactly what the Tribe has done here in the fourth. The Wolves, I wouldn't say they were looking to break the game open, but they got a sizable lead early in the fourth. And the Tribe has made use of the free throw line to cut it to 3. Cut it to 1 and now 3, but the Wolves have a chance to extend that as Antonio Robinson looking to inbound. Fulcher kicks it back to Banks. Banks with the big three-pointer, no good. Tapped out, and that's going to stay with the Wolves. New shot clock for the Wolves. Fulcher. One of the good things the Tribe has done has been able to draw two defenders when they need to. Now the Tribe with a chance after a good defensive standard. There's going to be a foul on the floor. And once again, the Tribe is going to be going to the line. So the Charlotte Tribe doing an extremely good job of getting themselves to the line here. 2 shots coming, 3:30 left in this one. 113 to 110. Shot is good for the Tribe. And one of the things about the Tribe is they've got a lot of big-time shot makers. So, a last-second shot, if they can just stay within striking distance. Now, right, of course, they're also thinking, we still got 3.5 minutes. Let's take the lead. most of their offense here in the fourth has come from the free throw line. Second shot good for the Tribe. So they cut it to 1. 113 to 112, 3:24 left. Wolves looking to run something specific up inside, no good. Good defensive stand by the Tribe. Tyrone Sheffley with the ball, looking to work on LaPriest Lynch. Step back jumper, good for Sheffley. And the Charlotte Tribe take the lead, 114 to 113, 2:54 left. Lynch over the top, short. And the Tribe corralled the rebound. Lynch picks him up full court. Second step back jumper, no good. Probably should have held it out on that one. Sort of a back and forth going between Sheffy and Lynch. Fulcher up and under, and he draws a foul. So Charlotte up by 1. And that's going to put Fulcher on the line for 2. 2 big shots coming here for Kadir Fulcher, number 4 of the Winston-Salem Wolves. And the first shot is good. Fulcher out of Bluefield College. Also signed by the Wolves in February. Second shot by Fulcher is good. And on those 2 shots by Fulcher, the Wolves now retake the lead by 1. Back and forth we go. 2:23 left here. And it's anybody's game. Outside to Murray. Murray, a dangerous scorer. He draws 2 defenders. Doesn't see Sullivan over his left-hand shoulder. And Banks with the rebound. Goes behind his back. Goes over to Singleton. Deep in the corner. Shot by Singleton. No good. Gets his own rebound. Drives up and good. Josh A. Singleton. Under 2 minutes to play now. Winston-Salem up by 3. And we've got a stoppage in play. And it looks like the turnover was going to give the ball to the Wolves. 117 to 114 now. Antonio Robinson talking to the referee. He's going to inbound the ball for the Wolves. 1:40 left to play. Wolves up by 3. Banks in the post. He's got a smaller man on him. This is a big opportunity for Banks. Too strong over the top. Rebounded. Tribe. Kick to the outside. Here's Murray. Big shot for Murray. No good. Tracked down by Banks. He kicks it out to Antonio Robinson. Robinson now. 1:17 left to play. Wolves not wanting to make any huge mistakes here, but drive by Fulcher. Kicks it back, up, and no good. Rebounded. Ends up with the hands of Bernard Sullivan. Sullivan over to Sheffy. Sheffy almost lost it. 1 minute to play here. Drive, and that's going to be a foul on the floor as Murray was driving with 57 seconds left to go here. And I believe that will send Murray to the line. Wolves still up by 3. 2 shots here by Murray would be huge for the Tribe. First shot is good. Cuts the lead to 2. Second shot by Murray. No good. Big rebound by Zalinor Banks. Under a minute to play now. 117 to 115 in favor of the Wolves, and we've got a stoppage and a foul. That's going to send the Winston-Salem Wolves to the line. This is huge. Tough break for the Tribe. That's going to send Kadir Fulcher back to the line. Fulcher's free throws earlier gave the Wolves their lead. And now he's got a couple of shots with under a minute to play, under 50 seconds to play. A lot of pressure can almost hear a pin drop in here. Good crowd today, though. 118 to 115. Now with Fulcher's first shot, he's got another one coming as he tries to create a two-possession lead for the Wolves, and he does. 119 to 115. 47 seconds left to go here. Wolves up by 4. Sullivan being guarded by Adams. Sullivan driving. Adams rotates over the top. Sullivan's shot no good. Rebounded by Adams. Adams over to Robinson. Robinson looking to draw the foul from Sims, and he does. And I believe that was a planned foul. 28 seconds left on the clock. Wolves up by 4. And you really have to think that the Tribe are hoping they don't. They came into this weekend undefeated, 3-0, and they're hoping they don't go out 3-2 after this game. A really good team here in the Charlotte Tribe. And the Wolves have well, they haven't won this one yet, but started off strong, 3-0, now looking for their 4th win on the season. Second shot good by Antonio Robinson. So the Wolves up by 5. And we've got a timeout on the floor as both teams are going to talk things over. David Solomon wants to he wants to fine-tune something over there. And Coach Collins over there for the Tribe, he's also looking for some magic. And it's not unheard of. There's still half a minute left, 28 seconds left. The Tribe could come up with something here. It's a two-possession game. Coaches always like to tell me, don't think of it in points, think of it in possessions. So once again, you've been watching the East Coast Basketball League here on netcastsports.com. I am Marcus Shockley. And right now, the Charlotte Tribe have the ball, so that's in their favor. 28 seconds and the ball. And they've got a couple of really good scores, including James Murray, number 0. So a lot of people here would say you go for the quick shot. Now Bernard Sullivan, actually their big man, is out of the game, and Wolves looking to shorten the game, have extended full court pressure. Tribe able to get ahead. Murray gets the shot he wants, no good. Rebound, and it ends up in the hands of Lynch, LaPrice Lynch, and he draws the foul. And that stops the clock at 16 seconds. LaPrice Lynch looking to ice it pretty much. Walks his way to the line. Think that Murray got a decent shot. Sullivan makes his way back to the scorer's table to check in, probably for rebounding. Murray got a decent shot. Wolves did a good rotation to try to contest it as best you can. Murray can hit a contested shot and glanced off the side of the rim, and here we are. 121 to 115 now as Lynch has his second shot coming. Second shot by Lynch is good. 122 to 115 as the timeout on the floor. And you have to think that the Wolves are looking to just not make any really stupid mistakes here. And Tribe, your options are limited at this point, 16 seconds, but you never stop playing. You play all the way to the buzzer. 122 to 115 in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves here in East Coast Basketball League action on netcastsports.com. Winston-Salem Wolves came into the game 3-0 on the season, and the Charlotte Tribe came in 3-1, suffering their only loss yesterday on the road in Fort Mill against the Primetime Players, the defending champions of the East Coast Basketball League. Inbound to Murray. That's the guy they want to take that big shot. Up, and they just let it go. Murray with the bucket, 122. And it looks like the clock didn't stop or didn't start effectively, so we've actually got 10 seconds on the clock. 122 to 117. And Banks is at the line. Zalinor Banks, number 9, played his college ball at Fayetteville State. First shot, no good for Zalinor Banks. A couple of games ago, Zalinor had a monster game, 33 points, 13 rebounds, and a win over the division rival, NC Coyotes, in Winston-Salem. Coyotes, with the win yesterday, have started to level out after a couple of early losses. Banks' second shot, good. And another timeout on the floor here. As the Wolves continue to talk things over in the Tribe. 123 to 117 in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves here in East Coast Basketball League action. Wolves looking to get out of here with their second road win before returning home next Saturday to play the Carolina Chosen Lions. Murray, once again, open shot for Murray. That one's no good. Rebounded by Adams. That's going to stop the clock with 3 seconds left. So nothing going down for Murray here late. And that means I believe Adams is going to go to the line. Just 3 seconds left to go here. 123-117 in favor of the Winston-Salem Wolves. Adams' first shot good. And that pushes the lead out to 7. And that's a magical 3-possession game now. And that's probably going to do it for the Wolves as Adams sinks his second shot. So expect nothing here. Probably a deep shot by Murray. And almost. James Murray almost does it. So that's going to wrap it up here from Cornelius. The final. Winston-Salem Wolves 125. Charlotte Tribe 117. The Wolves advance to 4-0 on the season and remain undefeated, and Charlotte drops to 3-2. You've been watching the ECBL here on Netcast Sports. I've been Marcus Shockley. I appreciate everybody joining us, and we'll see you next time.